What's up, traders? Welcome to another C-Space trading video. As always, subscribers welcome. I appreciate the following and the viewing. And if this is your first time viewing, I do technical analysis videos on a variety of stocks, and today I'm doing Micron. The ones that's been following me, I have we've discussed this day after day. We've been following Micron very close as we was looking for this reversal that seems to be happening. We watched this thing bounce around this channel ever since back in June, when it's been kind of trending downwards in this channel here. And once we got this area, we started paying close attention to it to see how it react. And then we had this island reversal here as it gapped down, then gapped back up on good volume. And also, as I pointed out, is we had this hammer on the bottom of a downtrend here with decent volume here. So this made me to think that the reversal is bound to take place, and plus we have earnings coming up Thursday after the bell. So today is Wednesday, so tomorrow after the bell earnings will be here. So now I'll tell you that now, earnings will drive this stock. Technical analysis kind of gets thrown out the window depending on earnings and their guidance looking forward. So that will be what drives this thing Friday and after hours tomorrow. So what are we looking like? So if you recall, I bought a call here, let's see, in this one here. So I bought a call on Friday at 103, a little higher than I wanted to. Should have got out of it actually first thing this morning. I would have made a pretty decent profit here. Basically got me back. This big jump basically got me a little above water. However, buying just one call on with fees, you've got to make a substantial gain to cover that. So I'm holding on to it, and I'll show you what I've seen today and why I did not sell. Reason being is I know that earnings coming out tomorrow. I'm really thinking this thing's going to push up a little bit more, at least one point. I think we're going to make an attempt at 46. Hopefully we'll pop that 46 mark and push on up. But yeah, today I was looking at it, and let's break this down to the minute as I was watching this thing very closely this morning, as we did have a gap up this morning. And just looking at it in a minute, and this is very short time. However, when you're looking at these things very closely, if you're looking at them close, you're looking at them, hour chart, daily charts, it all breaks down to the same type of technical analysis. So this thing gapped up on very good volume. So went all the way up to 46 and 46.06 or so. And then it kind of came down, which all it was doing here was just covering this gap, which I was okay with. And then it kind of pushed right back up. However, it did not make a new high. And it came down, hit the 200 moving average here. And all of a sudden, you've got this wedge forming. So this is when I drew the line. I didn't draw it here. Actually, I drawn it off this all the way down to basically the close of yesterday and the low of here. See, just to see which way this thing was popping. So a couple of times I actually got above here. I got excited thinking this was going to be it, where it was going to pop and run. However, I had a false breakout, and you see you have a shooting star here, which is bearish, which showed you the next couple candles. This is confirming it here. It went down and basically just tread along here. I got excited here, and I knew in this area here something was bound to happen. It tried to pop a couple times, as you see. And finally it gave way and fell all the way down to this area, and then you've seen the volume came in once that line was broken, and I knew then today probably wasn't going to be my day. Another reason that you could kind of think that today wasn't going to be a great day, you had a 4.5–5% gain yesterday, which is a very substantial gain on one day. Also, you had this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight green days. That don't happen often. You go back here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 red, 1, 2 red, red. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red in a row, then you got 6 greens in a row. So keep that in mind. These things aren't going to go green forever. They're not going to go red forever. There's this yo-yo effect. It's going to go up, it's going to come down. So this thing going red today, it is what it is. It's just a part of the market. It's going to go up, it's going to breathe and come back down. However, looking at the hourly, it still excites me. Technically speaking, I really hate that the earnings is coming out tomorrow, because setting up technically, I like the way it's setting up. As you have this, it's very similar head and shoulders look here. You have this kind of shoulder here, and got this head forming, and you've got the shoulder forming here. And all honesty, if it wasn't for the earnings driving this thing tomorrow, you'd be looking for this thing to run up to 50, 52. And it should happen very soon. However, with the earnings coming out, that will drive this thing every which way. Hopefully everything goes positive and it runs up to that 50 level mark. And if you look at the daily here, you're looking at this 200-day moving average. This is going to be an area of resistance. You're looking at the top of his channel. It's going to be an area of resistance. So we'll have to keep a close eye on it. But yeah, I'm still on my call. Nothing really traded today, except today was kind of it was balanced, a shitty day. It was sideways. Nothing a whole lot going on. This morning was a little exciting, and then it just traded sideways. Could be a bearish note, the fact that this thing came down and went below, it went below this, support here, and it didn't collapse. This thing could have easily came down to 44 very quickly, 44.50, and get back in this area. However, it stayed put. Some decent volume here at the end of the day, but that's typical. Usually last little bit volume kind of came in, even though it was selling volume. So I tell you what, I haven't looked at this. I'm actually just now getting in from work today. So yeah, just looking at after hours, see how it reacted. Same thing, it traded sideways. So I just come back to this thing in the morning to see if it's up or down, or still sitting around that $45 mark, and then see which way she goes on the day before, or as the day is of the earnings being announced. So guys, that's basically it today. Tomorrow is the day we're going to see, or actually tomorrow evening is when we're going to find out which way this thing's going to go, if it's going to bust up or come back down to 40 or potentially even lower. So if you want to follow along on Micron or many others, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you get any comments or questions, guys, go ahead and comment below. Ask any questions, ask away. I do not mind answering those for you guys as much as I can. Plus, I got a few good traders actually following along now. And if you need to chime in and help anybody out, I'm trying to make this a great trading community where we all can kind of come learn together. And if you got any value out of this, even though I really didn't go into too much detail today, except for that minute looking at that wedge and how it fell down on high volume. If you got any value, please simply like the video and let me know that I am putting out decent content. All right, guys, you'll have a wonderful evening, and good luck tomorrow.